Hey guys, welcome to another video, and we have another ban announcement. This weekend we had a couple, results from tournaments, as well as the past few weeks, and all of us kind of knew there was a problem. We all knew. It was not hard to realize. Uro got banned, and we were like it should be Omnath. Um, and yeah, it was fairly obvious, and it kind of took seeing the Uro get banned and then Omnath still performing to kind of realize that, which isn't ideal, but I think I'm happy that um, Omnath, Wizards was able to recognize, okay, this is actually a problem. So let's go over it. So in Standard we have Omnath, Locus of Creation banned, along with Lucky Clover and Escape to the Wilds. So not really much to say about Omnath here. Again, Car was just bonkers. We know this, and it overall it's just really nice to see that they're willing to kind of recognize that this was a problem and ban a card that is, you know, from the recent set. So they're kind of realizing, yeah, this is not okay. And yeah, I think the Omnath decks are going to be, or the no longer Omnath decks are going to be much weaker now, especially since those used to be the adventure decks. And as Wizards states in here, so they obviously banned Omnath, but they're also saying that without Omnath, it is clear that the adventure decks are the strongest, and the games where they draw Lucky Clover, it feels kind of like they're just playing a different game. Having Bone Crusher Giant or the I forget the name of the green giant. What's the name of the green giant? Beanstalk Giant. Beanstalk Giant, and things like that just was absolutely crazy. So nipping that in the butt as well. And similarly, they also talk about Escape the Wilds and how that was very popular in the ramp decks. You guys can read over this. I'm not going to go read into everything. But I also really like that they talk about how it's really popular or really powerful with Lotus Cobra, and you have big mana payoffs like Genesis Ultimatum and Ugin, and they cite that Escape the Wilds was the most consistently played, and we've kind of seen that it is the card that provides the most value with Lotus Cobra. So where does Standard go from here? So first of all, we've already kind of seen that there's a Gruul Adventures list and there's some other kind of Adventures lists, but they're not going to run Lucky Clover anymore. We still have the human guy, what's his name? Edgewald Innkeeper, that is good with there. So so there's still going to be some adventure cards, but we're not going to have any kind of doubling effect like Lucky Clover, so that should be fine. And then Escape the Wilds, again, we'll probably hopefully see the ramp decks kind of go down in numbers. They might still run Ugin. I'm not really sure about Genesis Ultimatum and Lotus Cobra. I think that's the biggest question for me is how good is Lotus Cobra now, because there's not a lot of payoffs for it in Omnath. Like being able to turn through Omnath was pretty good, and getting the extra land drop with Escape the Wilds. I don't know. Maybe Genesis Ultimatum still sees play along with Lotus Cobra, but I think it's going to be a lot less powerful because all you pretty much have to do is just get rid of that Lotus Cobra, or counter the Genesis Ultimatum or something like that, and it's not going to be that powerful. Alright, moving on to Historic. Omnath is also suspended there. I'm not sure, I think this is likely to stay, because, I think right now Historic doesn't have great removal, and, mana is just so good in Historic that the Omnath being 4 colors was just a non-factor. So I think Omnath is maybe a card that is going to see play in Modern still, but other than that, happy to see it gone in historic. And then we are getting some bannings and unbannings, actually. So Teferi and Wilderness Reclamation are being permanently banned. They say that the meta changes in results of this is they've kind of liked that, which I definitely agree for Wilderness Reclamation. I'm a personal fan of Teferi, so it's sad to see it go, but it's probably fine. And then Burning Tree Emissary getting unbanned. I think I agree with this a lot. As kind of a test, again, it was kind of, I think, banned pretty preemptively. And I think that the red, green, or red and green based aggressive decks have kind of been struggling. And the power level of Historic has hit a certain point. Like, I think, imagine red playing against like red with Burning Tree Emissary playing against like something like God Pharaoh's Gift decks or Approach of the Second Sun decks. Like, I think they definitely need something to be able to push through against those decks. So I kind of like that Burning Tree is coming back for a little bit. I think it's okay to. I think this is a safe time to do it. I think even if it's a problem, it won't be that huge of a problem because of those other decks. And yeah. So I'm happy to see that as well. And then finally, Brawl. I don't really care about this, but we'll talk about it. I think I didn't actually read it, but I think it's just like that makes sense. Like there's so much. It says remain legal in historic Brawl, but is being banned in standard Brawl. I didn't know there was a difference, but I didn't realize there was even historic Brawl. But anyways, happy to see that as well. I don't know. I don't really care about that, but I'm happy to see that they recognized that Omnath was so crazy. I think they just kind of tacked on too many things to this card. Why does it add mana? I think that's the biggest thing for me. The other parts of the card are kind of fine. Drawing a card maybe when it enters a little bit much as well. But yeah, they just kind of they just started slapping too much stuff onto the card. Yeah. So. I'm glad this this has shown a precedent that they're willing to ban cards from the most recent set. All of us in the community were kind of being like, oh no, they're not going to do that, but they did. So happy to see that, and yeah, I think hopefully standard will be fixed at this point. Hopefully it's a bit better, and I'm excited to try some deck building without needing to worry about this card. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, if you enjoy my content, again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what kind of decks you guys are planning on trying out, whether it's in standard or historic. If anyone plays Brawl, let me know how Brawl's doing, because I haven't played that format in forever. or ever. Alright, that's going to do it. And see you guys next time.